Hello pretties, welcome to Vivi. So we're doing a bit of a get ready with me while we talk about my favorite products or formulas in each category as I'm literally applying them on. So yeah, this is my round two trying to do this because I tried to film this earlier, but then my neighbor was blowing his lawn. So here we are. For this category, I always start with eye primer. I do my eyes first. I started out with the Rare Beauty. I can't even think right now. Eye primer. I honestly really enjoy this. I can't say that I've tried too many, if I'm being honest. I do want to give an honorable mention to the one from Milani because I used that one for many years and I really enjoy it. If I'm being honest, if I was in a pinch and had to buy one, I probably would go to that. I don't know what it is about this one from Rare Beauty that is so nice. It's a little bit more lightweight than that one, and it cancels out a little bit of color, which the other one from Milani is clear. So I mean, if that's something that you care about, there's that. I usually always set my primer, so it didn't really bother me one way or the other. And again, I haven't tried that many eye primers, so take that with a grain of salt, but I honestly really enjoy this. I have no issues with it. Did that asshole start mowing his lawn again after I just waited for him? I hope not. But I think that's exactly what he's doing. I'm gonna go with my big K brush. For eyeshadows, I'm gonna go with Natasha Denona. I think that's a safe bet for most people as to like what's the best eyeshadow formula on the market is. Personally though, I was thinking about using Laura Los Angeles eyeshadows because I actually really like them. It's top 3 formulas for me. However, they have recently gone out of business, so I figured I'll just use Natasha Denona because you guys can actually find this. My other top 3 aside from that would be Patrick Ta, if I'm being honest, but I do want to give some honorable mentions to Persona Cosmetics. My only concern with Persona is that they used to have 2 palettes. They discontinued one of them, so now they only have one eyeshadow palette, and they don't have a lot of different formulas. It is really just a shimmer and a matte formula, and I think they have a pearl formula, so I digress. They have 3 formulas, so they don't have a lot of options, if that makes sense, when it comes to that. So I didn't want to do that one. I also really enjoyed my M Cosmetics palette, if I'm being honest, but because I've only tried that one, I don't know that I feel comfortable saying is in like my top 5, because again, I've only tried that one palette, but that one palette that I had for them, it's absolutely gorgeous. It does great work. I really like it. It blends, it's pigmented, it's buildable. Jesus Christ, Athena, my puppy Athena, she's in the bed and she almost fell off the bed by misstepping. Anyway, so there's that. And then my other honorable mention that I wanted to do was to Scott Barnes as well. That is a really nice formula. The mattes are very comparable to that of Natasha Denona. I do think the shimmers, Natasha Denona shimmers, are a bit nicer, if I'm being honest, which is why I'm not putting it above that one. But Natasha Denona, there we go. I will say though, with Patrick Ta, and as I did mention though, that is my like top 3 formulas. I don't love the shimmers. They're not bad. I don't love the shimmers. They're a little chunkier than I like, but the mattes are so outstanding that I'm willing to let that go. It's really the mattes from, and the creams honestly are really nice from Patrick Ta, that I'm willing to let go of the fact that I don't absolutely love the shimmers. I really do think that he should come out with what's it called, duos, the same way that he did the duos with like those, what do you call them, pearl. I actually do own one of those one of those duos, and it's nice, but it's not my favorite shimmer formula, if I'm being honest. I wish he would come up with those duos, but for this cream shadows, I would absolutely buy that because those are wonderful. They're really nice, if I'm being honest. I feel like it's uneven. This side is darker than this side, but we're just gonna let it go. All right. Well, I'm still I don't know why I'm taking so long to do my eyeshadow, but here we are. Oh no, I felt it land on my face. I was thinking of doing this look and then just like taking it right off, but if I have a feeling that if I'm using all of my favorite products, I might not want to take it off right away. So I figured I'll actually like put some moisturizer on and actually do my like skincare routine in the morning, just in case I want to keep it on for a little longer. I will say though, it is so hot in here. I am sweating. I have my fan on as high as it goes. I just turned the AC on, and I want to turn my other fan on, but that one's really loud, and so I'm not gonna do it, but I'm really tempted to do it because it's hot in here, guys. We're already having 100-degree weather here in Texas. I will say though, it took longer to get here than I normally would. We usually hit 100-degree weather sometime in April, and it took till May this year, so I was really excited for that. But I'm just, man, I hate 100-degree weather. I really do. It's just so hot. So I'm filming early in the morning, so I don't feel the sun as much, but I digress. Color correctors. I'm going with my Natasha Denona. Now this one I can tell you from experience, because I have extremely, I mean, you can see it, I have really bad dark circles underneath my eye, and I have tried not all of the color correctors, but I've tried a lot of the ones that people always recommend to you. I've tried the e.l.f. ones, I've tried the LA ones, I have the Cover FX. The Cover FX was actually really nice, if I'm being honest. Cover FX, I tried the Sigma one. Jesus, they just won't stay up. The Sigma one, and I can tell you, out of all of the color correctors, the Cali Ray one, the only one that I haven't tried that people recommend a lot is the Huda and the Caliph one, I think it's called. But I tried this one from Natasha Denona prior to that, and I just don't see the point, because I don't think I'll ever find a color corrector that is better than this one. It is super lightweight. It does a great job at canceling things out. I mean, just look at my under eyes right now. Ooh, just need a little bit more on this side. I don't know why it is about this eye that it's just a little bit deeper than this one. So we're just doing a little bit double. It's so easy to like layer it. You don't have to worry about doing too much. It still feels really lightweight. It's really nice. And what I like is that the way she has it is that she has all of the concealers in like a range of depth, and then she has a corresponding color corrector with each a range or depth of concealer. So these two are the fit. So for me, I have the N9 concealer and I have the C3 color corrector. This is the very last one on that category. If I were to go up a shade of concealer, I have to go up a shade of color corrector as well. But this actually, concealer wise, is a really good shade match for me. I don't have to worry about it too much. It's a little bit lighter, but like only like a shade or so. The undertone, because it is neutral, it doesn't quite match my olive, but I've never had an issue with that in my under eyes. As long as everything else matches pretty good, I'm pretty content. And yeah, and see, they just blend right into each other perfectly. Now, concealers. I have tried a fair share of concealers, but I don't think I've tried all of the ones that they tell you, right? I've never tried the Tarte Shape Tape one, if I'm being honest. I never tried the NARS because, well, NARS is not cruelty free. I just realized I did not wet a beauty blender before I started this. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So anyway, I've tried my fair share of concealers, but I don't think I've tried all the like really popular ones. For foundation, I am gonna go with my House Labs foundation. I'll talk about foundations just a bit. But anyway, I've gone through like a roller coaster of emotions, I feel like, with concealer overall. I think I put too much out, I pumped too much out, but that's okay. And I don't see how any concealer can get better than the Natasha Denona one, so I'm not particularly still looking. I think the Natasha Denona one is pretty high pigment, it blends beautifully, it's not too heavy, it sits really nice on the skin. It just does all the things that I wanted to do, where I don't understand what else I could go looking for. So I don't. I really love that. And as somebody that, it's not the most high coverage concealer that I own, because my Milani concealer is the most high coverage concealer that I own, and that is my runner up. If I had to look for a concealer, that would be that one. It's just that the one from Milani is a little heavy, but you can blend it with other concealers and like tone it down a little bit. It's just a little heavy, but it is the most high coverage concealer that I've ever found from Milani. but this is a close second, and it does a lot on its own, to be honest. So I don't particularly think I need to like double it up with the Milani one to try to get even more coverage. Because see, right now you can't even see it, because I think the color corrector does such a way great job of like mixing things in. So I don't feel like I need to do that. But anyway, for foundation, I am gonna go with the one from House Lab. Honestly, it is the best foundation that I've ever tried. Now, I am actually more of a tinted moisturizer kind of girly, if I'm being honest, and I haven't tried that many tinted moisturizers, and I feel like I should. I'm tempted to, because I just finished my tinted moisturizer from ColourPop, which has been my go-to, and although I really like it, I have heard a lot of people, when compared to other tinted moisturizers, it's not as good. So I don't feel like I have a good sample size to be able to say, oh yeah, that's the best color tinted moisturizer out there, because I haven't tried that many, to be honest. But for me, I really like it. I think it does all the things that I want it to do. But foundation wise, I don't know that I've tried too many foundations, but I have tried a lot of the popular ones, and I'm not that impressed with a lot of them. Mostly because I have really dry skin, and I feel like I need to say that in advance. My skin is so dry that most foundations that a lot of people rave about don't work for me, because again, my skin is a desert, absolute desert. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the Patrick Ta, which is in my top 3 formulas, because they say it's too dewy and like it doesn't set. My skin is so dry, this will set in an hour on its own. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to powder it. It will set in an hour on its own, because my skin is that dry. I know I am the exception, not the rule. But the House Lab, I think that's across the board a really nice foundation for almost everybody. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's really nice. Again, my ColourPop one's another outstanding one for me. For bronzer or liquid contour, whatever you want to say, I kind of use them interchangeably. I know they're not supposed to be interchangeably, and I'm gonna use this one from Rare Beauty. I don't know that this would I consider my favorite one. It's actually the stick one from Rare Beauty that I really like. That is my favorite, but I recently finished it, and since I'm in a no buy, I'm not buying a new one. Although I like the one from Persona Cosmetic, I don't think it's... Oh, and I wouldn't mind recommending it to people, but it's not my favorite one, if I'm being honest. It really is the one from Rare Beauty. Also, this contour shades are a little... There's a little warmthness to them. I don't know how else to explain it. They're not completely cool toned. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not warm. I think they're more neutral, if I'm being honest. So I don't know that I would consider them contours, but I love them for like a bronzer kind of situation. I think they do a good job for that, because they're not cool, they're not warm, they're very neutral shade. And granted, I am using it with like my bronzer brush, so there is definitely some worthness in that brush just from like old product, and I have not cleaned my brushes. I plan on cleaning my brushes after this. So but again, that's also a category where I don't feel like I've tried enough to be able to tell you that that's the best formula out there, but I really like it. I really like the one from Rare Beauty, and I actually do like this bronzer, as I like to call them, liquid thingies. I think it's nice. Okay. Also, the ones from Patrick Ta, honestly, those are really good. That cream and bronzers, the duo, I was tempted to grab them today, but I didn't. But those are really nice. For highlighter, I really have come to the realization that I like liquid highlighters over what's it called, powder highlighters. If I have to choose a powder highlighter, I'm gonna go with the one from Ofra in the shade Opal, and specifically in the shade Opal only, but that's the one that kind of works for me. I know that's not a shade that's gonna work for everybody, but liquid highlighter, I gotta give it to Rare Beauty, because they're not glittery. They just give you this really nice glow, and I really enjoy it. I have recently tried the one from Fenty Beauty, and I had a similar experience. From what I've read, there's a lot of formulas that are not read, but from what I've seen online, there's a lot of formulas that I like this, like the one from Charlotte Tilbury, the glow one, or the iconic London one, that are not glittery. But again, I have not tried enough to be able to tell you, oh yeah, this is the best highlighter out there. But for me, I love this highlighter, the Secret highlighter. It just has this really nice glow, and without being glittery, and this is all the glow that I want and need. I don't want any more. This is it, we're done. this is it. For liquid blush, I was very tempted to go with my Rare Beauty, because honestly, if I have to pick one liquid blush or cream blush, that's the one I'm gonna go with. But I actually decided to go with my Patrick Ta. And then my other top formula for blush is the one from Persona Cosmetics, their powder blushes. Not necessarily their stick ones. Although they're nice, I do find them to very difficult to apply, and then they do pick up your foundation. I mean, if you apply it with your finger, those tend to do really well, but they're not my favorite. They're nice though, but they're not my favorite. They're just a little more complicated. This Patrick Ta ones I really like. I wish I had more shades, but I feel like I have way too many blushes. If I can finish, oh no, if I can finish quite a bit of my blushes, maybe at some point I will buy more of these Patrick Ta ones. But I also know that Patrick Ta products do tend to go bad a little bit quicker than other brands, so I don't want to own too many of them if I can't actually use them up at this time. But anyway, Persona Cosmetics powder blushes are extremely really nice, and I also really like the one from M Cosmetics. They're like a brown, they're similar to the Luminoso from Milani. They have like they're baked, they have like this like pearlized finish to them. They're really nice, honestly. So Persona, Patrick, and Rare Beauty are my favorite blushes. I can definitely say that. And cosmetics, really nice. For powder, this is another category that I've not tried too many. I really like the one from e.l.f., the HD Sheer Glow, but I actually like this one from Lunar Beauty a little bit better. I don't know, I think it just has a really nice finish to it. It's not too heavy, and I think it just blurs everything really nicely. But I have heard people say that the Mario one is good. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried that one. I don't know, guys. I'm really, because I'm not a huge powder person, I'm really nervous to try new powders, and then they end up being super heavy and thick. Because I not tried the one from Laura Mercier, which Laura Mercier is known for her powders, and I hated that powder. Oh my god, it was so awful. It was so thick and so heavy, and you can just see it on your skin, and it was just awful. I know a lot of people like that powder look. I really don't. I just want a little bit of powder on to set my concealer. See, to set the concealer, and then after that I just put whatever excess I have all over my face, which is not a lot because I do kind of take as much excess off the actual puff as I can prior to doing this. But yeah, I'm really nervous to try powders. If you have one that you recommend, let me know. I'm willing to try them. I just need to finish a couple of other things first and then I'm willing to try them. But I don't have that many more powders left, which I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not particularly wanting to become a powder person. Like I said, I have extremely dry skin, so powder does tend to dry me out to the max. It's only really my under eyes that I feel like need it. And so that's what we're doing. Okay, let's see what else. I normally would do mascara now, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go with my powder bronzer, which I have not been able to pull this out in a while because I've been trying to finish my other powder bronzer. But it's this one from Milani. This is my absolute favorite powder bronzer. I don't love powder bronzer, if I'm being honest. I don't love it, but this is nice. It's neutral powder shade, so it's not too ooh, I grabbed a little too much. We'll just blend it out. See, it just blends really nicely. It's only like 2 shades darker than me, so it's not, I'm never gonna go like crazy with it, and it just does a great job of like neutralizing it. It's not orange. I don't have to worry about going like too many extra shades. But this one again is from Milani, and it's in the shade Silky Matte. But all of them are kind of like this, where none of them are really orange, and I really enjoy that. Okay, for blush, we're gonna finish out with that Milani one. Not too bright. This person is really, they had stopped and then they're starting again. Like, why can't they just do their lawn all at once? Just do your whole lawn all at once instead of wasting my time here. I'm really annoyed. Okay, I might have grabbed too much product, but we'll find out, because this is, yeah, it's so pigmented. Even though this is a lighter shade, because I have She's Blushing, you do have to be careful because it can get out of hand pretty quickly. Okay, so for mascara, I really like the Essence mascaras. That's kind of what we're gonna go into next. I'm not gonna do mascara with you guys because I don't like doing mascara on camera. So I'm gonna go do my mascara and come back. I'm currently loving the one from Rare Beauty, it's the one that I'm currently wearing, but I'll be right back. Okay, so we're talking mascara, and like I said, I really like the one from Essence. I don't think you can go wrong with an Essence mascara. I really like the one from Rare Beauty, and I honestly tried that e.l.f. tubing one and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't what I was expecting. I don't think it was actually a tubing mascara, but I liked it, so I'm gonna go with that. For eyeliner, I really just have two that I like. I know that I don't really like liquid eyeliner, so take me out of that competition. I'm not in it. But yeah, you know, this one's pencil ones, I really like the one from Persona Cosmetics, and I really like the one from Glossier. My thing is with liner, I don't just want something that I can put on my waterline. I mean, I do, but I need them to also be able to be used on the eyes and be able to like blend them and move them around and like do something with it, you know. And I think both of them are nice, and then once they're there, you can, and then they're still pretty creamy at the beginning where you can blend them out and like do something with it. And I really enjoy that. For brows, I can tell you this right now, guys, I'm not gonna, I don't do a lot for my brows. I really just put a brow gel, and I have not tried the most. I tried the one from ColourPop for the longest time, and that's the only one that I had tried. I really like that one. I want to try the one from Persona Cosmetics. I bought it. I just haven't opened it because I had this one that I wanted to use up first, and I do not recommend this one from Cosmetics. I'm using it for the purpose of me trying to finishing it, and I don't want to open a new one when I still have some product left in this one. But I don't like it. I don't think it's great. But I want to try the Persona, so again, take me out of this competition. I will not be able to give you any like good recommendations for brow products, because that's just not something that I actually like do and use. For setting spray, this is another one where I really haven't tried too many. I think this might be, this and the Milani one, the only ones that I've actually really tried. I'm not expecting a lot from my setting sprays, which is why I also don't feel comfortable like recommending setting sprays, because all I really want them to do is just to melt my products together. I don't actually need them for longevity of products. Nothing's gonna leave my face unless I sweat them off. Nothing is gonna leave my face because it's so dry that my skin will adhere to anything, and it doesn't care what it is, we're gonna adhere to it. So all of that being said, is I haven't tried that many. I really like the one from ColourPop, is the one that I keep repurchasing, but again, I just need them to like melt everything in, and that's pretty much it. For lip liners, I know some people like thicker lip liners, something a little harsher. I personally don't. I do like a softer lip line. I really like the one from Rare Beauty, and I really like the ones from Persona Cosmetics. I think the ones from ColourPop are honestly nice. Oh my goodness, I haven't sharpened it. I love that for me. I love to find out about it here on camera with you guys. So I personally like something that's a little creamier, that's gonna be long lasting. I know some people like something that's a little harsher, like will tug at your lips. I hate that. I don't like anything tugging on my lips. But the one from Persona Cosmetics, the ones from Rare Beauty, I do highly recommend. This thing is so disgusting. I am aware. Don't remind me. But I really like the one from Persona. They're creamy, they're long lasting. Same thing for Rare Beauty. I do like that the Rare Beauty ones don't need to be sharpened. They just glide right on, and they're really long lasting, so I just feel like you can't go wrong with the Persona Cosmetics one. Okay, for lip products, if I only had one lip product, lip formula that I can choose, this is it. This is long lasting, it's pigmented, not you can build it up, it's glossy, it does everything I want a lip product to do. It's the lip oils from Rare Beauty, but they're actually a lip oil stain, if I'm being honest. I have the shade Honesty, Delight, Happy, Wonder, and Serenity. I'm actually gonna go with Serenity. It's recently become my favorite shade. I don't know why, but I really like it. And it's like a pink, and it looks overly pink right now, but it is gonna dry in a more nude shade. But as you can see, they're quite pigmented. And it's gonna stain my lips, which I'm okay with. And I don't know that this color particularly goes with the rest of my face. That's okay. This is the final look with all my favorite products. And what are some of your favorite products? Do you have any recommendations for some of those categories that I really haven't tried too much of? I think for those categories, I did kind of tell you guys what I do like, what I don't like. So, you know, give me some recommendations, something that might work for me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.